And now we're going to have Representative Antonio Felipe.
Thank you. And I get up at these things and I don't know what I'm going to say, but I think I'm going to tell on myself a little bit. When I was a kid, I would get suspended a lot. I would be a troublemaker. Now I make good trouble, but back then I was just trying to get in any trouble I could. And we would do things like new Call of Duty game would come out. Let's try to get suspended so we can be home tomorrow so we can play the game, right? Let's try to get suspended tomorrow because we want to go to New York City and hang out and do all these other things. Let's get suspended tomorrow because it's 72 degrees outside and we can play football all day. None of that was conducive to my learning, to me being in school. But then I think about the fact that in 8th grade, I told you I'm telling myself, I got suspended so much that in order to make sure that I graduated, they gave me in-school suspension. A lot. And when I was in in-school suspension, I met a man by the name of Mr. Golphin. Mr. Golphin was a tall, bald-headed black dude that wore the school uniform like the rest of us, right? He wore the white polo shirt and the navy blue pants. But he had the dopest sneaker collection in the school of any of us. And we had some kids who their parents were wealthy enough that they got whatever kicks they wanted at the time. He had all the exclusives, everything. And we would talk for half an hour to start in-school suspension about his sneaker collection, about what he did that weekend. He would, have all these stories about all these places that he went to. I don't know how he did it on a teacher's salary, but he made it work. And after that 30 minutes was up, he figured out, here's all the work that I gathered from your teachers today that you have to do. Here's the test that I know is coming up in this class, and that class. We're going to break up into 4 groups, and I'm going to make sure that you're prepared for this test. If I was to be out of school suspended, and when I say I was a troublemaker, I wasn't punching anybody in the face. I was making the stupid joke in the front of the class out loud that was disrupting the whole thing, right? If they were to put more kids in that situation, it made me realize that, this was important too. And Mr. Golphin, being the in-school suspension teacher, was teaching me that it's important to be here. It's important to get these things done. He made sure that I graduated 8th grade. And those things are always a compounding effect, and that's part of the reason why I got here and I'm able to do this work. So I support this wholeheartedly, but I also want to say if we're going to do it, we're going to do it right. And when you hire an in-school suspension teacher, hire a Mr. Golphin, hire somebody who's going to make sure that they look out for your kids in school, make sure that they're doing what they need to do. But without that, many people wouldn't get to the places where they needed to be. So full support. Thank you very much.